Holidays and tamales are a Tex-Mex tradition, and one of the best Tex-Mex restaurants in town, Rita Mexican Cantina, is here to talk about tamales, how you can go in and eat some there, or you could pick some up and then impress your family and friends and let them know that, you know, that they're right there for you to eat. So we have Eddie Burnell here, the founder and owner of Rita, to talk to us about the tamales. What are you stuffing them with today?
Well, we're going to stuff the tamales with wonderful pork, pulled pork, and then also rotisserie chicken in a tomatillo sauce. And the important thing about making tamales is that you need an apron, because you can get really dirty.
Yeah, you can.
And you can make tamales and make them ahead of time and serve them, or you can just come by Rita and get the tamales.
It's quite the process, too, because we were talking about tamaladas, how, you know, you kind of get together with family members and you make these tamales, or, like you say, you can just go into the restaurant and buy them. Are you starting to accept reservations? Or?
You can go ahead and call the restaurant on December 8th. The tamales will be ready on December 8th through December 24th. Or you can just come by Rita at the Circle C location on Slaughter, or the Central location on 38th Street, and come by and have tamales. They'll be on the menu. And tamales to us are special, so we only do them during that time frame.
Right.
And so you can pick them up and for your parties. So
you can kind of go through the process of telling us how you make them, because maybe at home you're thinking, well, I should make them. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So a few stages. You can go ahead and make your pork and just get a pork butt and soak it with chiles and all, and roast it in the oven and pull it. And then also the rotisserie chicken, you can also do that and mix it with tomatillo. So it is a process. It's a lot of work. Yeah. And so that's why we think it's easier to just come by Rita and have them with your friends and family. What we're going to do today is we have a masa. Okay. And the masa, you know, tamales have been known to man since about 500 BC by the Indians. Yeah. And they used to put meat in the tamales. You can put meat, black beans, cheese. And they used to, the tamales would travel with them so they can eat. So, and they'd protect them with the husk. Meal too. You want to also soak the husk, because they're really hard and brittle. Yes. You know. Yeah. And so you want to soak the husk. The masa you can get at any of the local Mexican bakeries or Mexican stores who sell masa, and you buy the masa. Already made? Already made. Okay. And it's made in the sense that it's already all ground and it's been put together with some water. Right. I guess you can start with basic masa and do it yourself as well, but we get masa, and as you can tell, it's kind of dry. And so what we want to do is put all these ingredients to make your masa. And
you got lots of stuff.
Yeah, we got onion. Put the onion in there. A little bit of salt. What you're doing is making a mix. Oregano. Right.
So you mix all of this stuff together, and you just kind of mix it with the masa.
Garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so I'm going to put one more.
And as we're getting this ready, Eddie, we're talking about how there is a president. Let's see if you can name the president at home. What happened?
There was a president that was served some tamales, and he did not take the husk off. So basically, he got a tamale and ate it with the husk.
Not as enjoyable.
Not as enjoyable, but if you know which president that was.
Right. We'll let you know at the end of the segment here. So
we like to put a little bit of milk.
A little bit of milk in there to get the cream.
Yeah, and then the chicken stock is really important.
Very good.
And you can either boil the chicken bones that you've gotten from the chickens.
And then I know we're running out of time, but what happens when you mix everything together?
We're going to mix this up real quick here. Okay. And then you pour the mix inside the masa.
Oh, okay. And
that's why you want to put on some gloves.
Yeah, then you
and you start mixing it up. Okay. You see? And so what you end up is a very palatable masa. And what you do is you get a little masa, spoon, just put a little bit, not too much.
And then stuff it with the pork. Okay, like we said, it's a process, Eddie, but the best thing, I think, is for you maybe to go over to Rita Cafe. They have one here in Central Austin, and then they have one in South Austin, which is my favorite, the one that I go to.
And
he just made a tamale
on Slaughter and Circle C.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to try a tamale?
I would love to try one.
Take the husk off.
Let's put the recipe up on our website, KXAN.com, so you can go ahead and follow Eddie's steps on how to make great tamales. Always a good time to have you here. Thank you.